Welcome to the Linfield College IDST 052 Career Planning and Preparation presentation all about rocking that resume. So we are here in part 1 and we will go over how to successfully set up your resume. This is presented by Donna Montoya. I'm the instructor for the course. The first part of rocking that resume is knowing what an effective resume is. And so it should immediately demonstrate your skills and your fit for the position. We'll talk about how to do that. It gets on average 5 seconds of initial review. We actually had to lower that from 10 seconds because now everything is so quick and automatic that if an actual person will read through it, 5 seconds for them to see if you're making a positive or negative impression for them. So you have to make that immediate positive impact, and there is no cookie cutter approach for your resume. If you do use a resume template, that actually will put you at a disadvantage. In terms of style, like we said, not a cookie cutter approach. However, there are many opinions in regards to the style, the format, some pieces and sections of your resume. My job is to stay current, and I know that sounds kind of silly. Yes, there's a whole industry built around knowing effective resumes and what makes the best impact. So ultimately, you make your decisions about your resume. However, my job is to help you make educated ones and help you know why you're choosing what you're doing. The first part is style. Now, after you have your resume complete for a job application, put it in a PDF version, unless otherwise indicated in the application materials. This is so when it opens up on that person's screen, if they have a Mac and you have a PC or vice versa, some fonts might be different, Word might not work, etc. So if it's in PDF, they will see it exactly as you see it. My suggestion is to make it either 1 full page or 2 full pages. And the reason for that is, even if you have a very complete 1.5 page resume, and there's everything very important on there, and you left nothing out, and it all makes perfect sense for the job, when someone reads a 1.5 page resume, it is just in our mind that there's half a page that's blank, it looks unfinished, and you don't want to give that impression. Please use an easy-to-read font, not like the one that is here on the screen. I have gone over a lot of resumes, either for resume reviews or because I'm on search committees, and I have just thrown resumes into the no pile because the font was so complicated that I didn't want to take the time to read it. I thought, you know what, this person did not take the time to make sure it was easy for me to read. That is a reason to put them in the no pile. When you're making your resume, highlight it strategically. Now, on your resume handout that you've been provided through the course, you'll see that this person highlighted based on keywords that she wanted her future employer to look at. Other people, more like me, who I'm very systematic and orderly, I will highlight based on pattern. And so, when I say highlight, I don't mean actual highlight. Italicize, underline, bold, caps, that type of thing. And so I might bold my position titles and italicize a first line of a description of a position. I make sure that the pattern is the same throughout, so it's easy to read and it's eye-catching for the types of things that I want the employer to read. The very last bullet point on this presentation got through our Word spell check, so it's a great lesson to have others proofread all of your submitted materials. I always suggest 3 types of sets of eyes to look over a resume every single time that you turn it in. And the first type of eyes is someone who knows you really well. And that's because you want them to be able to read your resume and reflect on, is this an actual good reflection of who you are personally and professionally? Are you missing anything really important? Did you forget about that job 2 years ago that you may have had for 6 months? You didn't think it was important, but actually it was a really great learning experience, and there's someone who could give you a reference. Someone who knew you may know that. It should be in your resume. They might also be able to say, you know what, I know you were trying very hard to make this a very professional, serious document, but it does not sound like you. So you want to get their real feedback. The second set of eyes I'd like you to have read over your resume is someone who does not know you that well. because once they are able to read over your resume, they may be able to tell you what they think about you as a person and you as your qualifications based on what they read. And this is really important because a lot of the times the hiring manager or the person who's making a decision through your resume probably won't know you or know you very well personally. So you want to make sure that this impression is accurate and what you actually want to show. The third set of eyes needs to be someone who really knows resume and resume grammar to help you get those fine grammatical and editing points already. And this person can really help you format the resume so that it looks right, it catches the person's attention, how you want to catch it, and can help you on some maybe word choices or tricks or tips. For this class and this purposes, that is through the class. So number 3 will be taken care of for the resume that you turned in. That would be me. So I will be taking a look at your resume and I can be that third set of eyes. So this is actually the end of part 1. This was all about setting yourself up to create a really great resume for your job application. Continue on with part 2, which is also available for you here on this channel.